This is my top 5 things that I hate about COD Mobile. Number 1, having bots in ranked. Bots in ranked is kind of pointless. I think it kind of ruins the game mode. I'm not sure why I would want to be playing against bots in a ranked mode, or I want to see how I can do against other players. If I wanted to play bots, I would just go into the AI match that you can do offline. Never really understood the thought process why the creators of the game decided to add bots to ranked. I think it's so you could find matches in lower ranks because they're usually only in lower rank. However, that kind of ruins the point of rank. And that ties into my second thing. The ranked system is terrible. The ranked system is purposely just a grind ranked system. You get your rank based on how much you play. Anyone could get to legendary rank, which is the top rank, if they played enough, which makes the lower ranks infested with bots. So those two in general right there just kind of coincide and make the game way worse. It also kind of makes the game not as fun when I'm playing against a skill range of really bad players who are legendary and also super good players who are legendary. I think it would be beneficial for the game if they actually had ranks that matched your skill level. Number 3, lack of game-changing updates. I feel like I've been playing the same game for the past 3 years. The only big game-changing update it had, which I really appreciated, was when the whole entire gun mechanic switched. I think that's when the game was at its prime, and I would really like to see something again like that. They don't really have to change the gun mechanic, but add different leveling. A ranked system that I just talked about would be huge. Different stuff in the game that would make the game more entertaining and not feel like the same thing over and over that we've been playing this entire time. I think just by doing this, they would increase retention on the game majorly, and I think the game wouldn't be slowly dying as it is right now. Number 4, and I think this is a big problem with a lot of Call of Duties nowadays, there's a lot of microtransactions. I feel like the game is just trying to steal my money. Every time that there's a new gun or a big buff comes out for a gun, they're just going to throw at you with some microtransactions. For example, the lucky draws, they make sure to buff those guns or make them very, very good before releasing them, before releasing the lucky draws, so they can steal the $125 it takes to actually get the gun out of you. And the crazy price for these guns is absurd as well. $125 for a stupid lucky draw just to get a cool skin is absurd. For my 5th and final reason, the game does not have a good competitive scene at all. In fact, it's kind of a joke. I think if they had a better competitive scene, it would make the game so much more entertaining to play and actually give players motivation to keep playing. The competitive scene is pretty terrible. The whole Call of Duty World Series bullcrap or World Championship is so stupid because most of the really good players that play this game are under 18 years old. And if you're gonna make them be 18 to play in this stuff, then I think it's just kind of ruining the game. I understand you have to be 18 to get money from tournaments, but at least let them go as far as they can and give the money to like their parents or something. Also, I feel like this game, if it had bigger orgs in the competitive scene, would just increase the traction for the game as well and not make COD mobile competitive scene and just mobile gaming competitive scenes in general seem like such a joke. And if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate it. I'm actually going to hit you guys with a bonus reason, and I just think the YouTubers of this game are not very good. I think there's some of them that are actually pretty good and I respect it, but if you look at a lot of other popular games, they usually have great YouTubers, and we have maybe not the best. There's a lot of bland big YouTubers, but there's also a lot of good ones. So